Welcome back. Here we are with a car that doesn't get much airtime on YouTube or anywhere else. The FSR Racing Leopard 6S. So we've got one and we're going to unbox it. Let's take a look at what you get inside the box. Well, first of all, we'll start off with what's on the box. You get basically a 4274 2000 kV brushless motor. You get it says high performance 150 amp ESC, which I'm pretty sure is a WP150 hobby wing. 1/8 scale Truggy, running in probably half the price of a Kraton, or definitely half the price of a Kraton or a Sledge. Comparatively half the cost. But do you get half the car? That's the question. Metal differentials front and rear, sliding motor mount design, ball bearings, CVD drive shafts in the front. We'll have to check out what comes in the back. And it says durable chassis, so let's see about that. High grip performance tyres, 15 kilogram large torque servo. These servos in the FSR racing cars are generally not that great. I have one in my FS Racing Atom, it's pretty weak. We've got aluminium CNC adjustable motor mount and sliding motor mount design system. The motor, as we've spoken about, anti-roll bars you get with this car as standard, which you don't get on a Sledge. It says equipped with enhanced PA66 nylon, 5mm aluminium front and rear shock towers, aluminium center chassis brace, and you do not get a cat included. Here's the car out of the box. This is not a new car, but this is a new colour. So this has got the newer style body shell on there. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the colour. Nice. We've got skid plates on the top. The wheels on this are relatively small, and I'm going to show you a Kraton comparison to this. Wheels make this car feel a little bit smaller than those cars. You also get with it this controller. It's super cheap and cheerful. GT15N. This is the same controller you'll get with an FS Racing Atom. I found that actually the trigger feels quite nice. All your dual rates and your throttle trim, steering directions all on here. It's all very functional. The only problem with it is the range. One of my subscribers told me that the laws in China are different and the amount of aerial length has something to do with the amount of cutoff on the end of the aerial that you're allowed to have. So they generally have a shorter range. One of the first things you could do to change out is a controller, probably the servo as well. As I say, I've got experience with this servo, it is quite weak. But looking at the car and the actual quality of the components and the setup, it all looks pretty good. Inside the box as well, you don't get any tools. You do get stickers and instructions, and you get some spare XT90 connectors. You've got aluminium shock towers, aluminium shock caps, aluminium front shock tower. Nice looking, all metal diffs, and those diff cups look pretty nice, nicely anodized, and we've got CVDs in the front along with the ball joint setup. So CVDs in the front with ball joints, similar to what you see on a Kraton. Then the center brace is not a tube, it is a rectangle and it's on an oblique angle. I think it's going to give good strength on that center bracing. Then you can see we've got 15 kilogram servo, all metal gears in the center diff. It does look like a plastic diff case here. XT90s we have, and we have the WP 8BL150 RTR 150 amp ESC. Should mention as well that we have sway bars front and rear, so sway bars are included, and then the rear wing mounting system. It is suspiciously similar to an old Kraton EXP. The wing feels relatively flexible, feels like it's a decent quality of plastic. That feels alright, but yeah, definitely smells like a Kraton. Definitely, with a few different design touches, but definitely sharing similar steering geometry, suspension geometry, and wing setup mountings. And I have to say, this sliding motor mount design looks really nice. I think it actually looks really good. Definitely better than what I had on the FS Atom, which was more basic. So that's a nice little touch there. We do also have this, not a bumper, but we have like this front guard, which kind of lips up and looks like it gives some protection to the front differential. The arms themselves, they don't look massively beefy, they've got a little bit of flex in them, but I do know that the parts for this as well are relatively cheap, so if you're going to break something, those top arms are relatively easy to replace. Here is my Kraton. At the front we are level, and at the back it's probably about 1 centimetre longer on a Kraton. The wheels, there's night and day between the wheels, but it's definitely accentuated on the camera. There's definitely a big size difference in the wheels, but these are backflips, they're not the copperheads that you get as standard. So the wheels are definitely small on this car. But I'm thinking that if you change out the wheels on this, it's going to be very similar to a Kraton. Here actually is a copperhead. Size of a copperhead considerably bigger than these wheels. But I'm thinking change these wheels out to these wheels, and this thing's going to look almost identical to a Kraton. Just to give you an idea as well, guys, of width. Obviously these tyres here feel nice soft rubber, feel very plush. These ones, much less plush, a little bit tougher rubber, so definitely they're going to be durable, but that expansion of the tyres for backflips and stuff, I don't think you're going to get with these standard tyres. But overall, guys, the look of this truck, colour scheme's not going to be in everybody's taste, but the overall look of this truck is super cool. Really nice. I like the way it dips in here at the back. Looks sleek. Should mention as well that I have seen a black version of this car which comes with an upgraded ESC and an upgraded motor. Now, and it also comes with an upgraded transmitter, a Dumbo transmitter. It just so happens that I have the upgraded ESC here, which is a 160 amp Rocket RC ESC, and also the motor it's 2 centimeters longer in the can, the motor, slightly lower kV. I also have the motor. It's in the Kraton at the moment. If you want to see this running as standard, and then also running with the improved ESC and motor combo, do subscribe to the channel, stick around, and the new video with the speed, we're going to do a speed test and a first bash. That'll be coming up soon. As I always say, if you're watching this video, you're already a superhero. Elevate yourself to the position of demigod. Subscribe. Our target is to have 8 billion subscribers. Once we have 8 billion subscribers, it will be time to stop. We've got serrated wheel nuts. We're about to have copperheads all around. One sec. So now, guys, it's a brightly coloured Kraton. Let's just grab the Kraton and check out the wheelbase. Very, very similar now. Slightly shorter wheelbase on the Leopard, but certainly the Leopard with copperheads on has got a much better stance. The Kraton is as well slightly wider. You can see it there. Let's get it in the middle. Definitely the Kraton has just got a slightly wider stance on it. But half the price. The other thing about these FS racing cars is they are quick. With that hobby wing system in, they run really well. So it'll be interesting to see how this performs. These tyres, the first thing that I will do is cover over those vent holes on the inside, and I will vent them on the outside. The tyres don't actually feel that bad. There's just not a lot of foam inside there. Thank you very much. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think of this car. And if you've got one, let me know how it is, because I've not run mine yet. Thanks a lot.